Hey everyone, welcome back to the Beauty Beat. Happy 2020. I have not gotten a video up since late last year, but, ooh, lip gloss on my teeth. What's going on here? But I figured this would be the best video to show you guys as 2020 starts rolling along. You know, Valentine's Day is approaching super quickly. I literally can't even believe it. But what I thought I would show you is a look that I have done before, going out on dates with my boyfriend, going out with my mom, just a very simple, soft look that incorporates a lot of pink tones that is perfect, pretty in pink, sort of, you know, that sort of thing for Valentine's Day. So some people like to go bold with a lot of, you know, like a red lip or something like that, which is perfect. I might even do that too, I'm not quite sure, but I know that this look would be perfect for Valentine's Day. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, go ahead and keep watching. So as you can see, I already have my base products on. I've put my primer, foundation, concealer, and some translucent powder on. I decided to do this first today, or to just kind of move the process along. I'm using products that I have used in past videos. So if you want to see how they perform or what my full thoughts of them are, go ahead and look through the Beauty Beat playlist and you will be able to find a little more info on them. But I will tell you that I used my Maybelline Master Prime primer base. I used this Pixi by Petra Flawless Beauty Primer just along the perimeters of my face because it's a little bit more shiny or dewy. I've used my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and then what else have I already slapped on my face? I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I know I've used this in one past video, and I think I said that I was just trying it out for, you know, the first or second time, and I do really, really like it. I use it quite a lot when I'm going for a full coverage, you know, glam day. And then the powder I used today was my Maybelline Fit Me loose setting powder in the fairest shade they make, I think. Yep, 05 Fair. So the rest of my powders on my face today will actually all be from one palette. I've kind of had the idea to do a video using this palette for a couple months now, ever since I got a hold of it. It is the brand is called The BALM, not The Balm, The BALM, like lip balm. They are based in San Francisco, I believe, and this is the palette that they've made that's kind of like, they call it their greatest hits. It's called In the Balm of Your Hand. And on the inside there's a mirror, which I don't really use that much, but it's kind of nice to have it if you take this traveling with you, especially with all the products that you get in it. So you get 4 eyeshadows, 1 highlighter, a bronzer, and 3 different blushes. So it's really like a, you know, travel friendly, super convenient. Throw it in your bag, and you could go wherever with it and have all the products that you need, at least for powders on your face, in one palette. So that's what I'm going to be using today for this look. I think since I've already done my face and I don't anticipate really any fallout from my eyeshadows, I'm just going to keep going with my, you know, face and finish my face before I move on to my eyes. So I'm going to take the bronzer that's in this palette. It is their Bahama Mama bronzer. I do really like it. It could be a little deep for me, but I like to just be really careful and not apply too much on my face so that it doesn't look muddy or splotchy or anything like that. I'm also a big fan of the color of this bronzer. It's not too warm. It comes up really neutral on me, almost like, I don't want to say cool toned because it's not quite a contour color, but it's just a very flattering color on my skin tone. Another good thing about it is that it's very buildable, so I like to just kind of layer this one because I don't want to put too much on, especially with the color being a little, you know, arguably a little deep for my skin tone. But the nice thing is that, like I said, it builds. If you just put on a little at a time, you can adjust how much you get on your face, and it looks really nice. All right, so next I'm going to throw on my blush. Now I have 3 choices here in this the BALM palette. I have mostly gravitated towards these two on the end. This one is called Frat Boy, and this one is called In Stain. They always have kind of cutesy names with their products, and I kind of like that. I am today feeling, I think I'm gonna go with Frat Boy. The In Stain one is really pretty, but like as the name kind of points out, it says underneath it's a long wearing staining blush, and that's not the worst thing in the world. It's really nice if you're going to be wearing it all day, and you know, the color will pop and still be on your face at the end of the day when you go to take your makeup off. But I'm not going to be wearing this makeup all day, so I don't really feel like I need that. So the color and the formula of Frat Boy is what I'm going to go with today. So I'm going to take some on my brush, tap off the excess, and just put it in the usual places. Lately, I've actually been taking just a little bit of blush, not nearly as much as on my cheeks, and kind of just running it lightly over my nose. I think it kind of gives a very natural, flushed look back to the face. Looks kind of cute. I don't know. I like it. Something to try. You know, makeup isn't permanent. You can wash it off at the end of the day. So try what you like, see what you find that you like, you know, tips and tricks, that sort of thing. If you go a little overboard, like I did on this one cheek, you could always just take a brush with no excess, you know, powders on it or whatever, and just kind of buff it out. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. All right, so for our final step for the face is highlighter. I'm going to take the highlighter in this palette. Obviously, it is their kind of like their cult hit. I don't know, I guess you could call it that, but when I started watching a lot of makeup tutorials and makeup videos years ago, this highlighter has been talked about and was popular even before I started learning more about makeup. So I know that this is like a really popular product that will probably be in the BALM's line forever. It is called Mary Luminizer. It's a very soft, golden, almost more like champagne color. It's really flattering even on my skin tone. Gold can be kind of touchy, so I like that this one is soft enough where it looks nice on me too. Now this highlighter can be kind of intense, especially if you wet your brush or wet the product first. But since today we're going for a softer look, I'm not going to wet it. I'm going to make sure I tap off the excess just so that you could see it on my face and have it be flattering, but nothing too blinding or, you know, beaming, shining, nothing like that today. Just more of a natural highlight, if highlight could be considered natural. All right, and so I'm going to spray my face with a little bit of setting spray now, and then we'll do the same, just like another light spray after I'm done with my eye makeup, just to have all the powders settle into my face and nothing look too powdery on the surface. Using my tried and true favorite, my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist Spray. All right, so I'm pretty happy with the way the face turned out. Very soft, nothing too hard or too contoured or anything like that, just a very soft, pretty look, which is exactly what we're going for Valentine's Day. So to keep that going, to keep that theme going, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow, like I said, also using the colors that are in this palette. So what I'm going to start with a fluffy blending brush and go in with the color Matte Russo from their Meet Matte Adore palette. This must have been one of their most popular shades from that palette that they stuck in their greatest hits here. And I'm going to go ahead and take that into the crease and just kind of fluff it all over and kind of use it as my transition color. Okay, so now I'm going to take this matte Russo color that I just fluffed on through the crease, which is kind of like, I didn't explain it earlier. It's kind of like a mauve-y color, maybe more of a mauve brown. I really like it. It's something different. It's like a twist on a, you know, your, what am I trying to say? Like your typical just brown eyeshadow that you'd throw through as a transition. It's kind of a nice soft twist on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that and now mix it with the Bahama Mama color that we used as our bronzer, and just go ahead and go over the color that we've already laid down. Okay, so now I'm going to do kind of a tip and trick that I found online while watching some other videos. Of course, that's where I get a lot of my inspiration. From celebrity makeup artist, his name is Patrick Ta. He was doing someone's makeup, I don't even remember who it was now, and he said that what he really likes to do to kind of make the face look cohesive is to take a little bit of the color that you use as blush, or you know, if you did the face first, you've already used it. If you're going to do it second, the color that you plan to use as the blush, and put just a little bit of that through the eye or through the eyeshadow. In this case, I'm going to use it through the crease of my eye just to kind of marry everything together. I've really liked that trick recently, so I'm going to take another brush, one that I haven't, you know, used, just another fluffy blending brush, and take a little bit of that Frat Boy blush that I've used on my face already and kind of fluff it through the crease just for a soft wash of color. So as you can see, very soft. And I like this not only because it, you know, makes the face all come together a lot more easily. I think it totally goes with the theme of, you know, soft pinks, soft romantic makeup for Valentine's Day, kind of what we're rolling with today. So I think that tip could really work well for you if you're trying to replicate this look at home. So now I'm going to take a third brush. You don't really need to use as many brushes, but it's just kind of force of habit at this point. It is a flatter blending brush, so one that you could pat a color on, but then blend a little through the crease so you have no harsh edges. I'm going to take those same matte Russo and Bahama Mama colors and just go right on my outer corner for a little bit of depth. All right, so once you've built up the color on your outer corners to the concentration that you're happy with, my next step is going to be taking that same color we used as a highlighter on our face, again, kind of going with the cohesive, everything flows together, soft look. I'm gonna take that on my finger, and I'm going to go in with it dry first, and then if I change my mind and want a little bit more intensity, I'll wet it with my setting spray and just kind of put it on the lid of the eye, closer to the inner corner, halfway onto the lid. So yeah, a really nice soft sheen. I think that's what I'm gonna go with today. I don't necessarily feel like I need to go super intense with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye, and I'll be right back. All right, so I think though I'd like to show you, this is a totally optional step. This is not something that you have to do, but I've done this look in the past at home, just going out on a date or out with I think I've worn this out even going out with my mom, you know, just very simple, pretty makeup. So if you want to add a little bit of a little extra sparkle, especially if you are going to wear this on Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, whatever your plans are this year, if you want to do a little extra sparkle, a little extra something special on the eyelid, I'm going to go ahead and use this NYX Glitter Goals. I know I've used this in another past video. This is the shade Polished Pinup. It's like a very soft gold, soft champagne, but almost like pinky gold. I don't know how to explain it. But just, it's a liquid eyeshadow. I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit right over where we just laid down the highlighter shade on the lid, just for a little extra sparkle. So as you can see, literally just the tiniest bit, and then if it clumps up in places, or with the brush, of course it's not going to be an exact precise lay down. If more glitter is in one spot than the other, go ahead and pat it out with your finger. There's no harm in doing that. And as you can see, just the slight difference between the eye that I've put it on and the eye that I haven't. Again, totally optional, but just something to amp up your look if you want it. Okay, so you could go ahead and add a liner to this look if you want, like a liquid eyeliner or something like that. I'm gonna actually just take a dark brown shade that is in this palette and use it as a shadow eyeliner, just a soft shadow line along my lash line, just for a little bit of depth along my lashes, but nothing too crazy. Again, keeping this look super soft. So the dark brown in this palette is called Matte Reed, another matte name. Just a nice dark brown. Really quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm going to mimic the colors that I've already put through the crease on top, put them below, kind of in darkest to lightest, from the closer to my eye, or my waterline on down. You'll see I've kind of done this technique, and it's one of my go-to techniques for when I do my lower lash line, so you'll see it all come together in just a sec. All right, so really quickly, I'm also going to do my eyebrows. You guys have seen me do them before. I'm using pretty much the same products I always use. Lately, I've been going for a less filled in look. I mean, most days I don't even fill in my eyebrows anymore. I just run a little bit of brow gel through them just so that they're not messy and they stay put and tidy throughout the day. That's one of my pet peeves, is when my eyebrows are messy. I can't explain it, I just hate it. But as long as I have my brow gel, I'm good. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows just for a little bit more color on my face, since we do have a full face of makeup on. We want it to look balanced. But like I said, just a really light fill in today, nothing too harsh or crazy. All right, we're almost done. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face just one more time before we put lipstick on. And today I'm actually going to do 2 different lipstick ideas for you. One is a little more soft and goes a little bit more with the whole softness, but one is a little bit more bold. It's also pink, so it goes with the soft pink tones of the idea of Valentine's Day, that sort of thing. And one is a little more soft, so a little bit more wearable, but I figured I'd give you guys both options, just kind of for an idea for you to decide what you'd like to do with this, or maybe you don't like either of them and you can decide that you don't like either of them and you can run with whatever you like best. But I figured it'd be cool to kind of give you guys a couple options. So I'm going to line my lips first with a pretty neutral pencil. This is the Morphe lip liner in the color Frenchy. And I will go ahead and do the more bold one first, I think. I hope this turns out okay. So first I'm going to put on a little bit of this hot pink lipstick. This is the Clinique Long Last Soft Matte Lipstick in the color Matte Peony. Now, I can't be for sure that they still sell this. I got this in a kit maybe a year or two ago, but I don't use it that often. It's not expired. I promise that I'm not using gross makeup on here. But it's a very bright color, which is why I don't use it that often. So what I'm going to do, instead of just slapping it on my lips, is I'm going to put a little on the center of both my top and bottom lip and blot it out and sheer it out a little bit so that it's a little bit more flattering. As you can see, very bright. So if you do something like this, it's not nearly as intimidating, and it is a little bit fun. Brighter lips are definitely a trend, at least at the beginning of 2020. So, if you don't feel like going super bold and super out there, just try maybe a little bit of a bold lipstick that you blotted out or sheared out a little bit. So you still have that little bit of fun color, but nothing, super bam in your face bold. So on top of that, I'm going to put on a lip gloss. This is definitely one of the brightest Barbie pink colors that I own, but it came in a kit, a holiday kit from Fenty Beauty, which I do believe you could still get online. Not sure about in stores since the holidays are over, but this is one of the 5 lip glosses that came in the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb holiday kit. It is the shade Pretty Please, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this right on top. And I believe I've talked about Fenty glosses in past videos, but if I haven't, here's me telling you that I absolutely love them. I have purchased all of their full-sized shades. As you can see, this is kind of like a little baby because it came in the holiday set, but I own all those now too. I love the formula. I love the scent of them, which is of course, secondary, but it's nothing like chemically or anything like that. It's very pleasant. They feel very nice on your lips. They don't feel gloppy or sticky. They just kind of feel like moisturizing. And I do know that they do have moisturizing properties in them too. So they're not just going to like slick on your lips and dry them out. They are very nice, very shiny, very pretty. So if you are bold enough to go with this sort of lip color, that's cool. I would definitely wear this out. But I am going to show you guys a little bit of a more neutral option as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and I'll be right back to tell you what products I used. All right, so here's the softer option. I really like this too. I think while this is fun and a little bit more bold, you could wear it going out. I think I'd be a lot more comfortable wearing this if I were to wear this makeup on a day-to-day basis, but you know what I mean. So coincidentally, the combo that I've used for the softer option is also a Clinique lipstick and a Fenty lip gloss. So the Clinique lipstick that I put down is their Chubby Stick Moisturizing Color Balm. These are really nice. I own a lot of these colors too. I kind of love lipstick and gravitate towards it. So I own a lot of Chubby Sticks because these are easy to just throw in your bag and go. The color isn't too crazy. Like it says, it's a balm, so it feels very nice on the lips, not drying, nothing like that. So this is in the shade Mega Melon, and then the lip gloss that I threw on top is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the color Fussy. Fussy also comes in the holiday kit if for some reason you were thinking about picking it up, but this is my full size because I purchased it the week it came out. So as you can see, a lot more soft of a pink color, one that's a lot more wearable, and that I think goes with this look really well. So this is it, guys. This is the soft Valentine's Day, pinky toned, pretty in pink, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This is the soft look. This is the completed look. I absolutely love it. I've worn it before and I will definitely wear it again. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate those of you who watch. I have a lot more videos coming in 2020. I'm very excited to see what the year brings. So make sure you are subscribed to cleveland.com so that you see all of the Beauty Beat videos that are to come. Thanks so much. I'll see you in my next video.